Hi.
Hi.
Have you ever been somewhere that's too far to drive and there's not really a way to like get there on the
By
train?
boat.
A
Um,
boat is slow.
well, sometimes. I mean, like a speedboat. Speed.
But you can't take a speedboat for a long range. So it's a place that you can't take a speedboat to, and a regular boat's going to be too long. And what would you do? Would you just not go?
Probably. But if I were to go, uh, I'd probably take a friend or something.
Yeah. Airplane
Yes.
is the correct answer and the theme of today's episode. The 1980 classic starring Leslie Nielsen as not the star, but the only person that anyone knows the name of in the movie.
Basically, Leslie Nielsen as Leslie Nielsen.
Yes,
Is he the same role in every movie?
pretty much.
Okay.
And like that was his role in serious movies when he did serious movies, which is what got him the job in Airplane, doing that serious role in just such a lampoonish way. That's a fun trivia fact for y'all.
What's your fun trivia fact? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Micah,
I'm not.
and I have never seen this movie.
Sound your alarm bell now!
All right, now everybody, get in crash position.
See, that's funny because crash position means take the air mask above and be safe, but everybody's freaking out because they're gonna crash.
And also they got into the position of where they would be post crash, which was strewn across the cabin in awkward positions.
One guy pretended to be dead.
I think they were all kind of pretended to be dead because
The one guy who was very much across was pretending to be dead.
Put down 30 degrees of flap. All right, you now listen to me. Remember your brakes and...
that is a running gag throughout the movie, that he's like the guy in charge here, like before I think the military takes over, but like he's the guy who's in charge at the airport. And throughout the movie, his recurring gag is, "I picked the wrong week to quit smoking because it's stressful." And then it's like, I picked the wrong week to stop taking, I think it's like Percocets or something, and he just starts popping pills. And then the last one's, "I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue," and now he's sniffing glue, and he's upside down right now. Not very helpful for someone who's in charge.
Or everyone else is upside down, and he's right side up. But he is on opposite plane with everybody else.
And it's shot from his perspective.
Yes. So everyone else looks upside down, but it is really he who is upside down.
Switches, get ready to flare out.
He's all over the place. 900 feet up to 1,300 feet. What an asshole.
That's funny because he's crash landing a plane, so he doesn't really have much control over the plane, which is why it's doing a crash landing. So he doesn't really have control over what he's doing right now. And the guy's saying that he's doing a bad job of flying the plane, but obviously he's not trying to fly the plane. He's just trying to land it.
Pull left rudder. Put down more flap. Just kidding.
So it's funny because you need to know where to land when you're landing a plane, and so all the lights were lit up on the runway. And that guy was pulling a practical joke, and unplugged the lights, so they couldn't see where they were going, where they're supposed to land for a second, which is extremely funny because the death of 500 passengers and crew because of a joke.
Everyone talks about how that guy who unplugged the thing was the funniest character, and every single one of his jokes is completely unfunny to me.
Striker, lift your nose. Straighten your wings. Coming in too fast. Watch your speed. He's coming right at us.
It's funny because the man sniffing glue thought that the plane was coming at him, so he dove out of the tower, presumably to his death, because it's pretty high up, and so he was trying to avoid his death and cause his death. Pretty sure he's just never mentioned again in the movie, so we'll never actually know.
What do you think happened? Let us know in the comments below.
Coming in too hot. Ease up on the front. Watch for that crosswind. Level it out. Aim for the numbers. Let the dip your left wing. They're drifting. Keep your eyes on the far end of the runway.
Funny because like the steering control, because it's not a wheel. I almost call it a wheel, but it's like certainly not a wheel. Like the steering control system isn't supposed to like move with you up and down. Like it's supposed to move like in and out, but like it's not supposed to go up and down. But like, is Airplane one of those movies that like knows it's a movie in the universe?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
He's also like, he was getting instructions from the control guy on like everything to do, and he was just like pulling them all left and right and stuff. Like he just like kind of worked it loose. No, came off. Well, it didn't come all the way off.
You're too low, damn it! Watch your stall speed. Wow! Laser down! Down! The brake! Pull the red handle!
That's actually the same joke, but yeah, the brake broke. He pulled it and it came off. So like that was like the same joke, but like the better version of that joke.
Yes, it was the conclusion of that series of jokes.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
One of the more iconic parts of Airplane, Leslie Nielsen walks in while they're landing the plane and tells them good luck. Something he'd already done earlier in the movie when they were about to land the plane. He says the same exact line again. Obviously, we didn't see that part of the movie, but we're seeing it now. So like the plane's like really shaky and stuff, and like someone shouldn't be able to walk
into the cockpit.
Into the cockpit from the cabin, and like you definitely aren't allowed to do that. Like you're supposed to be like in your seats, ready to crash. But like he just got up and walked over there and wished them that.
Also, he said that as they're like crashing.
Flight 209 now arriving gate 8. Gate 9. Gate 10.
That's funny because the announcement of where the plane is arriving keeps updating as the plane like crashes past the different gates. So all the people who are waiting for that plane had to like move to the next gate.
Which is funny because in airports, gates are like far away sometimes. Like they're not just, sometimes there's like a kiosk in the middle, or like there's just a long way for no reason.
Push a button!
It's funny because he's sweating more than is humanly possible.
Yeah, it's just too much. Every time it's more, and this is just ridiculous at this point. It's like he's getting a bucket of water poured over his head.
Which is probably actually happening.
Gate 13, Gate 14, Gate 15.
Same joke again.
Same joke.
But the gates, yeah.
But different numbers.
Funny because he slammed his foot on the brake, but like the brake of a car, which planes definitely don't have.
Yeah, planes definitely do have like pulleys and levers, not like brakes.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, he actually already broke the brake earlier. That was the red lever that he just pulled off.
Right. And so but the joke is that he braked so hard that the wheels popped off.
Yeah. Now the plane's like grinding up against the tarmac. So everyone's screaming because the wheels came off, and it's pretty scary. And then the same guy that unplugged the machine was calling two people at once.
Twisting.
Quoting the movie that Somewhere Over the Rainbow is from, that I can't think of the name of right now.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, that one.
Like one of the most famous movies.
Gate 23, 24, 25.
Same joke again.
But more numbers.
And they're running this time. They're just like straight up just sprinting to
Also,
where they think it's gonna be.
they're nowhere near like a gate terminal.
Yeah.
The plane is still on the runway, which is like completely different from like gates.
Yeah. Also, it's not in a condition to be moved right now. So like it's not going anywhere once it stops.
Not at all.
Like that thing's probably getting scrapped. Right to the junkyard.
It's funny because air traffic control was congratulating themselves like a NASA mission.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had just landed something on the Mars rover where they had just really just landed a plane.
I think that's valid though, because like every single one of those people could have died and they didn't.
Well, they were the
Like,
main
I think it's
characters of the movie, so I don't think.
Yeah. But I think it's valid for them to be excited about that they made it.
But in the manner that they were doing, like
Yeah.
it wasn't like "hoof." They were like, "Yeah."
I still think that's fair. I still think that they're allowed to be happy about that. But
But
also
also-
the big joke was that all the reporters rushed to the telephone booths to be able to like report to their respective papers and or channels that the plane had landed, and they all did it at the same time, so they knocked over the booth.
Oh, I thought it was that the booth didn't really exist and it was just like cutouts.
No.
Ah,
That would also be funny.
they are equally funny, but for the same reason.
I just want to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you.
He said it
Said the
again.
line, but this time after they landed the plane, so they don't need any luck at all because they already got it because they did the thing.
Well, they still need to get off the plane.
Yeah, but that's not their issue right now. That's not like the big concern.
Stryker? Stryker, you all right?
Yeah. We're okay.
Ted, that was probably the lousiest landing in the history of this airport. For some of us here, particularly me, I'd like to buy you a drink and shake your hand. And Ted, I just want you to know that when I'm going...
It's funny because he left,
Mhm.
but like the boss was still talking
Yeah,
because the boss can't see him.
yeah. So he doesn't know they left, and like that's usually like what happens in those movies. Is he says an iconic line like that, and then everyone leaves. So then he kept going. He went for a whole speech and stuff.
Wowie golly. Airplane.
Yeah. Landed.
You know, also landed all of our jokes from previous episodes, which you can always watch if you like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, they're here. I think it's like the little thing that pops up that says "Watch More."
Well, it's really here. Yeah, it's really in this section of the screen.
I can assure you that it's not.
Well, maybe it's in that section of the screen. I don't know.
It's definitely up here. It's like almost like my finger's probably touching it right now. Honestly.
Well, I'm on my right side.
Yes, but you're not recording.
So am I on your left side?
Yes.
That would have been nice to know. So yeah, it's over here. It's past here, actually. I pushed it over there. It used to be over here, but now I guess it's over there. But you know, you could, if remember, if you like, share, and subscribe, you can also tune in next time for when we watch